One time, a long time ago, on a mountain in Switzerland, yo la 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 la, there lived a fair young maiden, lovely but lonely, yo ho.
Have you ever looked at a Toblerone bar and thought, I'd like to go to there? Well, my friends, it's time to stop dreaming about the chocolate and start living the dream. Forget everything you think you know about retirement travel. We're not talking about another trip to the garden center. We're talking about Switzerland, a country so beautiful it looks like it was designed by a landscape artist with an unlimited budget. This isn't just a trip, it's the adventure you've been saving up for. The one where the only thing you have to worry about is whether to have the fondue or the raclette for dinner. For all of you out there in the 50-plus club, the seasoned travelers, the newly retired, and everyone in between who remembers when MTV actually played music videos, this journey is for you. We've handpicked 15 incredible experiences that are big on fun and low on fuss. Think breathtaking scenery without the breathtaking hikes, unless you want them. We're talking about luxury train rides, charming medieval towns, and cheese so good it'll make you want to write a sonnet. It's time to trade in the to-do lists for a bucket list and start checking things off in style. So, grab your comfiest walking shoes, maybe a light jacket, and get ready to explore the land of clocks, cheese, and unparalleled beauty. I've done all the groundwork so you don't have to. And don't worry about scribbling notes. All my favorite hotel and travel recommendations can be found in the description below. Now let's dive into the 15 must-do experiences that prove life's best adventures happen after 50. Let's get this Swiss roll rolling. First up, let's climb a mountain the civilized way, shall we? I'm talking about the Glacier Express, often called the slowest express train in the world, and for good reason. You wouldn't want to speed through scenery this spectacular. This isn't your daily commute. It's a rolling theater with panoramic windows showcasing the very best of the Swiss Alps. From Zermatt to St. Moritz, the train glides past pristine mountain lakes, dramatic gorges, and over 291 bridges. You just sit back in your comfy seat, sip a glass of wine, and let the magnificent landscape unfold before your very eyes. The best time to hop aboard is between May and September, when the valleys are lush and green, and the peaks are still dusted with a photogenic layer of snow. It's an 8-hour journey of pure bliss. Forget navigating winding mountain roads or arguing with the GPS. Here, the only decision you need to make is whether to have the fish or the beef for your onboard lunch. It's the perfect way to see a huge chunk of the country without ever having to repack your suitcase. This is peak retirement travel, literally. Honestly, there's something wonderfully nostalgic about train travel, isn't there? It harks back to a more elegant era. And on the Glacier Express, that elegance is in full supply. The service is impeccable, the food is delicious, and the views are so jaw-droppingly beautiful that you'll completely forget to check your phone. You're not just traveling from point A to point B, you're immersing yourself in the journey. Just sit back, relax, and let the mountains do all the heavy lifting. Next, we're stepping back in time in the enchanting city of Lucerne. Its Old Town, or Altstadt, is a pedestrian-only labyrinth of cobblestone streets, colorful medieval buildings, and charming town squares. It feels like you've walked straight into a fairy tale, complete with a beautiful lake and a backdrop of majestic mountains. The centerpiece is the Chapel Bridge, or Kapellbrücke, the oldest covered wooden bridge in Europe, adorned with paintings that date back to the 17th century. Walking across it is like strolling through a floating art gallery. My advice? Put the map away. Getting wonderfully lost is half the fun here. Every corner you turn reveals something new, a hidden alleyway, a bubbling fountain, or a shop selling intricate cuckoo clocks. And just when you think you've wandered too far, you'll stumble upon a delightful bakery, the smell of fresh bread and pastries luring you in. It's a scientifically proven fact that you can't truly be lost if you can find a good croissant. It's the perfect place to wander at your own pace. Spend an afternoon just meandering, popping into little boutiques, and people watching from a cafe in the wine-marked square. The whole area is incredibly well preserved, and you can almost hear the echoes of history in its streets. It's a place that invites you to slow down, to look up at the painted facades, and to simply enjoy the moment. Lucerne's old town isn't just a destination. It's an experience that charms its way right into your heart. All right, time to add a touch of glamour and intrigue to our Swiss adventure. We're heading to Lake Geneva, the vast crescent-shaped lake that has captivated writers, royalty, and secret agents for centuries. The best way to experience its grandeur is, of course, from the water. Hop on one of the elegant paddle steamers that have been cruising these waters for over 100 years. As you glide across the shimmering surface, you're treated to stunning views of vineyard-covered hillsides, grand villas, and the snow-capped Alps in the distance. I highly recommend taking a cruise in the spring or summer when the weather is warm and the shoreline is vibrant with life. You can take a short trip to see the famous Jet d'eau in Geneva, or embark on a longer journey to charming towns like Montreux or Lausanne. As the boat gently cuts through the water, find a spot on the deck, feel the breeze, and just pretend you're in a James Bond movie. All you're missing is the Aston Martin and the imminent peril. It's all the style minus the car chases. This is leisure at its finest. You can enjoy a lovely lunch on board, watch the world go by, and see famous landmarks like the Chillon Castle appearing like a mirage from the water. It's a wonderfully relaxing way to soak in the beauty of the region. Waving at the people on the shore, you feel a bit like royalty on a grand tour. It's a sophisticated, scenic, and utterly unforgettable experience that adds a dash of movie star magic to your trip. You've seen it on postcards, you've seen it on packaging, and now it's time to see the real thing. Our next stop is the one and only Matterhorn. Nestled in the car-free village of Zermatt, this mountain isn't just a mountain, it's a celebrity. Its iconic pyramid shape is instantly recognizable and, I must say, even more impressive in person. There's a certain magic to waking up, opening your hotel curtains, and seeing that majestic peak greeting you. It's a moment that will genuinely take your breath away. Whether you visit in winter for a snowy wonderland or in summer for lush hiking trails, the Matterhorn delivers. To get the best views without a strenuous climb, take the Gornergrat Railway, which is Europe's highest open-air cogwheel train. The journey itself is spectacular, but the panoramic view of the Matterhorn and 28 other 4,000-meter peaks from the top is simply out of this world. You finally get to see the mountain that's on a chocolate bar, and I promise, the real thing is far sweeter. Zermatt itself is a delight, with its charming wooden chalets and quiet streets where the only traffic is electric taxis and horse-drawn carriages. It's the perfect base for your mountain adventure. You can spend your days taking gentle walks, enjoying the fresh alpine air, and your evenings dining in cozy restaurants. Seeing the Matterhorn isn't just ticking something off a list. It's a pilgrimage for mountain lovers, and a truly awe-inspiring experience that makes you appreciate the raw power and beauty of nature. Let's be honest, you can't come to Switzerland and not indulge in its most famous export. No, not watches, chocolate. Our next experience is a deliciously decadent tour of a Swiss chocolate factory. There are several fantastic ones to choose from, like the Maison Chalet in Brock or the Lindt Home of Chocolate near Zurich, complete with a giant chocolate fountain. This is your golden ticket to Willy Wonka's world, and it's an experience for all the senses. These tours are available year-round, making it a perfect activity for a rainy day or any day, really. You'll learn about the history of chocolate, from the cocoa bean to the finished bar, and see the masterful chocolatiers at work. But let's get to the most important part, the tasting. You'll have the chance to sample an incredible variety of chocolates, from creamy milk to intense dark, with all sorts of delightful fillings. It's a journey of flavor that is both educational and incredibly satisfying. Be warned, however, you might find yourself sampling so much chocolate that you'll need a good long nap afterward. My advice is to pace yourself, but who am I kidding? Go for it. This is a guilt-free zone. It's a fun, interactive, and mouth-watering experience that will leave you with a sweet taste in your mouth, and probably a few bars to take home for the grandkids. Or for yourself. I won't tell. After all that walking and chocolate tasting, it's time for some serious relaxation. And there's no better place for that than the thermal baths at Bad Ragaz. For centuries, people have flocked to this area to soak in its healing, mineral-rich waters, which bubble up from the Tamina Gorge at a perfect 36.5 degrees Celsius. This isn't just a swimming pool, it's a wellness sanctuary designed to soothe your body and soul. It's the perfect place to soak away decades of stress, or at least the aches from last week's gardening. The best time to visit is during the cooler months of autumn and winter, when the contrast between the crisp mountain air and the warm, steaming water is absolutely divine. Imagine floating in an outdoor pool surrounded by snow-dusted scenery. It's pure magic. The Tamina Therme offers a whole circuit of pools, whirlpools, and massage jets, each designed for a different kind of relaxation. It's a modern architectural marvel that feels both luxurious and deeply calming. You can easily spend a whole afternoon here, moving from the steam rooms to the relaxation lounges, feeling the tension melt away. It's an experience that feels incredibly indulgent, but is also genuinely good for you. It's the ultimate form of self-care, Swiss style. You'll leave feeling completely rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready for the next leg of your adventure. It's proof that sometimes the best thing to do on vacation is absolutely nothing at all. Our journey now takes us to the capital of Switzerland, Bern. But we're not just here for the politics, we're here for the bears. Bern has a connection with bears that goes back to its founding, and the city's Bear Park, or Bären Park, is a testament to this love affair. Located right on the banks of the Erie River, this isn't some sad old-fashioned pit. It's a spacious, modern enclosure where the bears can roam, climb, and even swim in the river. It's a wonderful place to observe these magnificent animals in a beautiful, naturalistic setting. The park is open year-round, and it's fascinating to see the bears in different seasons. You can stand on the viewing platforms and watch them forage for food or playfully wrestle with each other. For all the gentlemen watching, it's a great opportunity to stand there, stroke your chin, and compare your retirement beard to the bears. See who's looking more distinguished. It's a fun and free activity that offers a unique glimpse into the symbol of the city. After visiting the bears, you can take a lovely stroll through the rest of Bern's UNESCO World Heritage Old Town, with its famous clock tower and sandstone arcades. The Bear Park is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a symbol of the city's identity and its respect for nature. It's a charming and slightly quirky experience that you'll only find in Bern, and it's a delightful way to spend an afternoon in the capital. Are you ready to climb another mountain? Don't worry, I'm not suggesting you break out the hiking boots and walking poles just yet. We're going to ascend Mount Pilatus, the mountain of legends that looms over Lucerne, and we're going to do it the easy way, by train. This isn't just any train. It's the steepest cogwheel railway in the world. The journey up is an adventure in itself, as the train clings to the side of the mountain, climbing at an almost impossible-looking 48% gradient. The best time to make this journey is in the summer, from May to October, when the railway is fully operational. As you ascend, the views just get better and better, changing from green meadows to rugged rock faces. Once at the top, you're rewarded with a breathtaking 360-degree panorama of the Swiss Alps and the shimmering lakes below. There are several viewing platforms and short, safe walking paths to explore so you can feel like a mountaineer without any of the exhausting effort. They say a dragon with healing powers once lived on this mountain. I can't promise you'll see a dragon, but the views are certainly magical enough to heal the soul. You can enjoy a meal at one of the restaurants at the summit, watch the paragliders launch into the air, and simply marvel at the sheer scale of the landscape. It's the ultimate mountaintop experience, made accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Prepare to enter a valley so beautiful it's rumored to have inspired J.R.R. Tolkien's Rivendell. Welcome to Lauterbrunnen, the Valley of 72 Waterfalls. Yes, you read that right, 72. The most famous of these is the Staubach Falls, which plunges almost 300 meters from an overhanging cliff face, dissolving into a fine spray of mist before it even hits the ground. It's a sight of such delicate beauty that it seems to defy gravity. The best time to visit is in the spring and early summer when the snowmelt from the mountains feeds the waterfalls, making them thunder with spectacular force. You can take an easy, flat walk through the valley floor, passing lush green meadows and traditional Swiss farmhouses, with the sound of cowbells and cascading water as your soundtrack. Forget counting sheep to fall asleep. Here, you can spend your days counting waterfalls instead. It's far more exciting. The sheer scale of the cliffs flanking the valley is awe-inspiring, and with waterfalls tumbling down from every direction, you won't know where to look first. You can even take a path that leads you behind Staubach Falls for a truly unique perspective. Lauterbrunnen is a place of immense natural power and tranquility. It's a reminder of how incredible our planet is, and it's a must-see for anyone traveling through the Jungfrau region. We've had the chocolate, now it's time for its savory soulmate, cheese. And where better to indulge than in the picture-perfect medieval town of Gruyères, the home of the world-famous cheese of the same name. Perched on a hilltop, this charming, car-free town is a delight to explore with its cobblestone main street and imposing 13th century castle. But let's be real, we're here for the cheese. A visit to La Maison de Gruyère, the local cheese dairy, is an absolute must. Here you can see the master cheesemakers at work, transforming huge vats of milk into the giant wheels of nutty, flavorful Gruyère AOP. The tour is fascinating, and you'll finally understand why the holes are there, or in the case of Gruyère, why they aren't. Of course, the tour ends with a tasting, where you can sample the cheese at different stages of maturity. It's a true taste of Swiss tradition. After your tour, wander up to the town and find a cozy restaurant for a fondue or raclette made with the local star ingredient. The entire town seems to be dedicated to the celebration of this one glorious cheese. It's a fun, delicious, and quintessentially Swiss experience. You'll leave with a full belly, a happy heart, and a newfound appreciation for the art of cheesemaking. And maybe a wheel of cheese in your luggage. For our next adventure, we're heading high up into the mountains to the car-free village of Mürren. Perched on a sunny terrace overlooking the Lauterbrunnen Valley, Mürren offers some of the most stunning views of the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau peaks. But in the late spring and summer, the main attraction is under your feet. The meadows around the village erupt into a carpet of colorful alpine flowers, and the flower trail is the perfect way to experience this natural spectacle. This is not a strenuous hike. It's a delightful, high-altitude stroll. The trail is well-marked and relatively flat, making it perfect for a leisurely afternoon walk. Along the way, you'll see vibrant gentians, alpine roses, and if you're lucky, the legendary Edelweiss. It's the perfect excuse to stop, smell the flowers, literally, and maybe take a selfie or two to make the folks back home jealous. The combination of the floral beauty and the dramatic mountain backdrop is simply unforgettable. The fresh mountain air, the gentle ringing of cowbells, and the kaleidoscope of colors make this a truly restorative experience. It's a walk that engages all your senses and connects you with the delicate beauty of the alpine environment. Mürren itself is a peaceful haven, a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle. Taking a walk on the flower trail is a simple pleasure, but it's often these simple moments that become the most cherished memories of a trip. Let's journey south to the Italian-speaking region of Ticino, where the alpine scenery gives way to a more Mediterranean feel. Here, in the city of Bellinzona, you'll find a trio of magnificent castles that are so impressive, they're a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Castelgrande, Montebello, and Sasso Corbero stand as powerful reminders of a time when this was a strategic gateway to the Alps. Visiting them is like stepping into a medieval epic. You can easily explore all three castles in a day. Start at Castelgrande, which majestically rises from a rocky outcrop in the center of town. You can take a convenient elevator up and wander its courtyards and ramparts, enjoying panoramic views of the city. Then you can walk or take a little tourist train up to Montebello and Sasso Corbero. It's a fantastic way to spend a day, imagining knights and dukes and feeling like royalty, but thankfully without any of the royal responsibilities. No need to worry about invading armies here. Each castle has its own unique character and museum, offering a deep dive into the history of the region. The fortifications are incredibly well preserved and provide a fascinating glimpse into medieval military architecture. It's a great mix of history, culture, and stunning views. The castles of Bellinzona offer a different flavor of Switzerland, proving that this country is full of wonderful surprises beyond the famous peaks and lakes. We've already explored Lucerne's charming old town, but now it's time to see the city and its surrounding beauty from a different perspective. The water. A boat ride on Lake Lucerne, or Weierwaldstättersee as the locals call it, is an absolute classic. The lake's irregular shape means that every bend reveals a new and breathtaking vista. From gentle, rolling hills to dramatic fjord-like bays framed by towering mountains like Pilatus and Rigi. The best way to cruise is on one of the 5 historic paddle steamers that still grace the lake. These beautifully restored vessels are floating works of art, and you can even watch the magnificent steam engine at work. Find a spot on the deck in the summer sun, order a coffee or a glass of wine, and just let the scenery drift by. It's so relaxing and picturesque, you'll find yourself waving at the swans and the people on shore like you're the star of your own personal parade. You can take a short scenic loop or use the boat as a charming way to travel to other lakeside villages like Ragaz or Vitznau. It's public transport and a top-tier tourist attraction all in one. The combination of the sparkling blue water, the lush green shores, and the snow-capped peaks in the distance is the quintessential Swiss postcard view. A boat trip on Lake Lucerne is simply a must-do for a perfect, relaxing day. For those with a wilder side, our next stop is the one and only Swiss National Park in the Engadin Valley. Founded in 1914, it's the oldest national park in the Alps, and a sanctuary where nature is left completely to its own devices. There are no mown meadows or felled trees here. It's nature in its purest form. With over 80 kilometers of marked trails, it offers a chance to immerse yourself in a truly pristine alpine environment. The park is best visited in the summer and early autumn when the trails are clear and the wildlife is most active. You can choose from a variety of paths, from easy valley walks to more challenging high-altitude hikes. Keep your eyes peeled and your binoculars ready. You have a real chance of spotting ibex, chamois, red deer, and if you're really lucky, the majestic golden eagle soaring overhead. It's a thrilling experience to see these animals in their natural habitat. Even if the larger animals are feeling a bit shy on the day you visit, the scenery alone is worth the trip. The rugged landscapes, ancient forests, and wildflower-filled clearings are stunningly beautiful. And you can always pretend you spotted something impressive for the grandkids back home. Your secret is safe with me. A day in the Swiss National Park is a powerful reminder of the importance of conservation and a chance to reconnect with the wild heart of the Alps. As our Swiss adventure nears its end, there's one final essential experience we must have, especially if you're visiting in the winter. We need to find a cozy, wood-paneled mountain chalet, settle in by a crackling fire, and indulge in the ultimate Swiss comfort food: cheese fondue. This isn't just a meal, it's a social ritual, a celebration of warmth, friendship, and melted cheese. Dipping crusty bread into a bubbling pot of Gruyères and vacherin, infused with garlic and wine, is a joy that's hard to describe. The gooey, stringy deliciousness is the perfect reward after a day in the crisp mountain air. It's a dish that's meant to be shared, encouraging conversation and laughter as you try not to lose your bread in the pot, a fondue faux pas. It's an experience that melts cheese and hearts, one delicious dip at a time. While you can find fondue all over Switzerland, there's something truly special about enjoying it in a traditional mountain restaurant surrounded by snowy peaks. It's the embodiment of Swiss Gemütlichkeit, a word that describes a state of warmth, friendliness, and good cheer. It is the perfect, heartwarming finale to an unforgettable journey through this incredible country, leaving you with a warm glow inside and out. And there you have it. 15 incredible experiences that prove Switzerland is the perfect playground for those of us who appreciate the finer and more fun things in life. From the majestic heights of the Matterhorn to the cheesy depths of a fondue pot, this is a country that delights at every turn. I hope this has inspired you to pack your bags and create your own Swiss memories. It's a place where the adventures are as grand as the mountains and the chocolate is always a good idea. This is just a taste of what Switzerland has to offer, and I've got plenty more ideas for your next chapter of travel. Remember that all my personal hotel and travel recommendations can be found in the description below to help you plan your perfect trip. Don't let these ideas just sit on a checklist. It's time to turn them into reality. The world is waiting, and there's no better time than now to explore it. If you enjoyed our little journey today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel ideas designed for the adventurous spirit. I've got so many more places to show you. Until next time, happy travels, and remember my Swiss motto, Switzerland, where the only thing more breathtaking than the views is the cheese bill.